Hey, race fans. How's everyone doing tonight? We are doing an ALTTPR League Season 2 match between Hime and Shovel is the True Go mode with Kermit and, I'm already going to mispronounce it, Tso15. I am Fear Agent, and joining me today is my good buddy, Tso15. Tso15, how you doing?
I'm doing great this lovely Saturday night. How about you?
I'm doing really good. We should have a really good matchup here today. Lots of league action. We're closing in on the end of week 1, and it's been a busy week 1. Surprise, surprise, how busy it is when you have 64 teams, or 64 teams and 64 matches in a week, huh?
And I believe this is number 61 out of 64, so we really are getting to the end now.
All right.
Whoa, Boots and Link's house there.
That's the way to start. All right, so we've got T-Show giving us a map check. I couldn't even see it was so fast.
I caught regular pendants in regular crystals, in Eastern and Desert, and a 5-6 in Hera.
Okay, and so we
got
3 Uncle
crystals
Start
in the light world.
Yeah, not too bad. Uncle Start. I like that we have got Divergent Pass right away.
Yeah, just have to hope that Kermit does go back to Link's house before too long.
Yeah, I imagine he's not going to put it off for too long.
And Kermit is not going to see what's on Lumberjack today.
It's strange if you go all the way up that way and then you don't check Lumberjack.
Yeah, I mean, did he just go up there to check Bush Crab?
Yeah, it's a little strange.
And the Uncle Chest had Blue Mail, which is always nice to get early on before you've built up much health.
Yeah, you'll never complain about early mail upgrade. All right, so Kermit's going to get his boots right away because he's going to save and quit out of Link's house and then start. And I imagine he'll probably go south to Kakariko.
Yeah, do the bomb farming by the Haunted Grove.
And when he sees those boots, I'm sure he's happy he's doing this route.
But Tso getting the boots before checking Sanctuary was able to do Bonk Rocks, but found out it's just vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Tso's gonna show us Lumberjack at least. Yep.
Yeah, again, I'm surprised Kermit didn't check it. Not getting lucky with those bombs, though. I'm getting one out of the 2 50-50 drops, and it's just $20 there. Did he leave one of the bombs there?
I don't know, but at least he has 2, and he doesn't need to go through Maze Game, so he won't spend a bomb that way. Oh, Tso's actually grabbing that piece of heart in the mushroom spot.
Yeah, I mean, gonna need some hearts, so it doesn't take too long.
Those early boots didn't buy us anything in the library, though. So you gotta wonder what those early boots might be pointing at. If we see a book, they're almost certainly pointing at desert. But nothing in Bonk Rocks, nothing in the library, so...
And take a look at the wine set.
Well, money's good. Haven't had much of that. Oh, and Kermit's giving us the well on the other side.
So nothing to really lead us anywhere yet. We're gonna need something here. No weapon.
There's something.
Yeah, I guess that'll take us to Eastern Palace. Okay, I guess I spoke just a little too soon.
And that fire rod makes Eastern logically beatable as long as the big key isn't in its vanilla location.
Right.
So yeah, thanks to the new logic of version 31 and that any torch room is in logic with the fire rod. The only thing in Eastern that isn't in logic now is the vanilla Big Key chest. Oh, good deal on Bottle Vendor today, too. Now, what's left in Kakariko at this point? I think we've seen pretty much everything, yes? Now, that's an interesting place to go to grab a bomb. I've never seen that I can remember a runner bonking into those rocks to get a bomb. Also, apologies to those of you who are in fantasy leagues with the early boots and all. I'm just gonna guess these runners are gonna have at least 30 bonks apiece. So now Kermit with the boots is checking Lumberjack, which unfortunately is costing him time since he was already up here. And I guess the runners are both going to converge on the south side now.
Yeah, even though we had two different openings, they're both going to end up in the South Shore. So
the difference is Tso was a bit more efficient in his opening, which is why, in addition to getting everything the Kermit's got, he's also gotten the blue mail out of Uncle Chest.
sure.
Wow, Tso really wants all the health he can get. You don't usually see runners making that sort of a detour for an extra heart piece.
Yeah, maybe a heart container, but the heart piece is a little surprising.
Well, and he did that in the Lost Woods, too, when it was in the mushroom spot.
What's the mini mold arm cave going to give us today? It feels like the runners have already been blessed with those boots.
Well, now they have a good bomb supply.
Yeah, pretty empty, but I mean, at this point you can't be too upset. You already have a boot and a sword and a bow and fire rod, so pretty decent opening.
Yeah, and they're both going to go for the ice rod cave here, and they both have plenty of health, so they don't have to worry about these sand crabs too much.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they attempt to do fake flippers. Normally you can't get into the waterfall fairy, or you can't open those chests without the moon pearl, but with the boots, they can use those to fake flipper and open that chest, or those two chests. It looks like that's what Tisha is probably going to do.
It also means they can get to Zora Ledge if they want.
Yeah,
which normal
that's
fake
true.
flippers wouldn't allow for. I'm guessing Kermit's going to go to the eastern area, which makes sense with that early bow.
Yeah, it feels like it's
Yeah.
pointing you that way. You've got Sasha's closet with 3 items, and then 3 items in whatchamacallit, in actual Eastern as well.
I think I saw 10 arrows on the island. Did you catch it any better?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so fake flippering gets us a heart piece and 3 bombs. So not really worth it, but nice to get it off your mind, and we'll be able to check at least what's on Zora's Ledge.
Wow. 9-minute
Wow.
silvers. When was the last time you saw that?
Not recently. The bows have been in the league so far. The bows have been pretty in pretty mean spots. So to have both bows be in Sphere 1 is pretty insane. And we got Kina Samaria as well too.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for them now, but it's a nice item to have out of the way so you're not looking for it later.
Yeah, for sure. So this seed really pointing us to Eastern Palace. What haven't we seen left that we have? We've got the front of Escape. We've got the back of Escape if we get a key. Because you can navigate your way through there with the fire rod. And then I guess a Gina's cave.
I think there's one room after. So Dark Cross would be in logic if we get a key. I'm not sure the back of Escape would be. I think there's one room that doesn't have torches.
No, all those rooms have torches.
Do they? Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought there was one that didn't. Well, now back of Escape's definitely in logic.
Yeah, for sure. Now you can just go right to the back of Escape. And you know, it's a little known fact is if you don't get a small key in that first chest of the front of Escape, then the rest of those chests are locked by the glove or a lamp.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with Christos about that at one point, and it made my head hurt.
I know when someone explained that to me, I was like, "Are you serious?" But yeah, just because of the dumb key logic.
Okay, so indeed the big key is not lamp locked in Eastern, so the logic is probably intending for us to beat Armos here.
Yeah, seems like it. How many we've gotten? 2 items so far, or just 1?
Are you counting the piece of heart in the big chest?
Yeah. So there's a piece of heart, there's the glove, and then I guess 1 more item on Armos Knights. I guess there could be an item in the big chest. The big key chest, excuse me. The vanilla big key chest.
Yeah. Because I don't think that first chest had an item.
Yeah, I think the first one was a compass. I'm not sure. Yeah, we've got Sigma here keeping track for us, and he confirms that compass was the first chest. It's so nice to have a good tracker. Big shout outs to Sigma for it.
Yeah, Sigma also caught that one of the runners must have talked to Sahasrala and found out that the green pendant was in Mire, because I totally missed that.
Yeah, I did not see that either. I don't think it was Kermit. It must have been T-Show, so. Nice quick Armos Knights fight with the silver arrows. Okay, so it looks like there is an item on the is that right? In the big key chest?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's out of logic, but do you want to leave it is going to be the question for Kermit here. I mean, I like the idea of skipping it originally, but we'll see. Well, I mean, we're going to find out now. Is it worth it?
Oh.
That's rough.
That could be an issue for Kermit.
Yeah, that's rough. That is rough.
Out of logic mirror, wow.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, that's going to be a last location for Kermit now.
Probably. I was kind of surprised that he didn't get that chest. Oh, and there's the Moon Pearl in the back of Escape. And the flute. Wow. Yeah, with those items, it's going to be a long time before Kermit comes back to get that mirror.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's going to go clear out desert now. Oh well, here's the thing: is he can only do without the mirror or the hook shot. He can only do the first couple chests up on the mountain. Is the lamp going to be somewhere dumb like a Gina's cave?
Could well be. We might find out soon. If he activates the flute, I'm gonna guess he'll check the desert area. Ooh, didn't quite position himself right, though.
So I imagine our next item is going to be up on the mountain, probably in Hera. Wouldn't be surprised to see the hammer up in Hera.
So to answer chat, the mirror's out of logic because the vanilla big key chest in Eastern, you have to go to through dark rooms that don't have torches, and we don't have a lamp yet.
He's going to rescue Old Man, though, so we'll see what this is.
Right, he'll do that dark room out of logic.
So, okay, so Kermit is doing everything logically. The seed wanted you to get the glove, right? If the lamp is locked, okay, I guess it depends on where the lamp is. But if the lamp is locked by the flute, if it's up here on the mountain, then oh my gosh, there's a shovel. Then the seed wanted you to double dip Eastern Palace, because it all depends on where the lamp is. Lamp could still be
right,
like
if it's
the first chest of Hyrule Castle or Gina's Cave.
But yeah, that shovel is out of logic because of the dark room. Okay, so just a big 20 on spec rock and a big 20 in spec rock.
So we'll probably see a Gina's Cave. Okay, no, he's gonna go to the castle. Oh,
He's gonna check the shovel.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of surprising he didn't full clear Eastern, just because, you know, most runners will do that because it's not a huge detour and it's one of the easier dark rooms. Well, the shovel was a red herring.
Yeah, that's not that surprising.
Now he's going to Hyrule Castle. So we haven't gotten the key yet, but we have gotten the map, so we know there are 3 items in the castle itself. This is also a good time to just talk about the league itself while the runners are retracing each other's steps. The league, as we mentioned, is featuring 64 matches each week. We have 64 teams. They play each other twice. Each week has a different theme. So this week's theme is open mode. So they're all just regular old open 7-7 defeat Ganon that you all know and love. And then as we go on, we start making slightly more complicated modes. So next week, starting on Monday, we'll be featuring Ambrosia, which is a standard start. You start at Uncle's and have to rescue Zelda. But Uncle gives you the boots hint on the way out. You have a sword, and all the bosses have items. So, oh, here's our map check there. There was a 5-6 in Skull Woods, and the other 2 pendants were in Swamp Palace and Thieves Town. So that mirror might not be required, but it'll certainly make Tisho's life easier. And it might be his logical access to Hera, in fact. But as I was saying, in Ambrosia mode, the boss is guaranteed to have an item. Wow, flippers in Hera, that's a pretty good find. So you wouldn't get those situations that we got in Eastern. You would have, okay, I found 2 items in Eastern, the third must be on the boss. So that might make life a bit easier for the runners next week. Okay, so now Kermit's gonna do the whole escape thing. While Tisho takes us upstairs in Hera. No hook shot, so he couldn't do the Hera pot glitch even if he wanted to. Ooh, didn't quite make that bomb jump and he's gonna fall 2 stories. Nice swag kill on Kermit's side with that silver arrow. Okay, and Tso didn't even need to attempt that bomb jump because we had a bottle in the compass chest, and if he had just opened that before, he would have realized it was the second item. Meanwhile, Kermit is finding 50 rupees. Okay, so nothing progression-wise in the front of Escape. Which leads me to believe that maybe Sick Kid has our progression, or else Gina, because we're running out of locations. Okay, Desert Ledge is vanilla, so let's see what the Desert Sage has.
All right, sorry, my internet is not working for me very well. What did I miss?
The 2 items in Hera were flippers and a bottle of blue goo, so... Actually, Gina must have progression because the mirror wasn't in logic.
Right.
No, that's red mail. We didn't see anything in the front of Escape. Oh yeah, chat pointing out, no one's checked Zora yet because they haven't had money, so as far as I can tell, Zora must have the progression.
Okay, yeah. So the gloves were like second chest in Eastern, so those are in logic. So again, then if Zora has the lamp, or maybe it's not even the lamp. Lamp could be deeper than that. Could just be the hammer.
Did Tso check Sick Kid? So Kermit is farming for Zora. Okay, Sick Kid was Big 20 chat's reminding us. Okay, so Zora must have progression because that is the absolute last location.
Okay, so Kermit went into Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. I mean, there was like a heart container and stuff, but
no
nothing
actual-
progression-wise.
Yeah.
Tso has not been into Hyrule Castle yet, so he's probably gonna go there, except he's walking out, so I wonder if he's gonna also be farming bloopies.
I'm surprised Kermit didn't do Houlihan. Or maybe he did and I missed it.
No, and he should be able to.
I mean, there's 2 ways of doing it. You could, with the glove, you could bomb the back of Escape, bomb your way in there, or you could go to the hole, or the fairy hole, and since he doesn't have the flippers, we'll be able to do it that way.
Now, with 499 rupees, he decides to Houlihan.
Right.
Well, Tso got
Oh
most
my
of his...
gosh, look, all that money on Hobo is ridiculous. That's too funny.
Okay, so now Tso's gonna do Escape. Kermit is doing his fake flipper. Which will get him to Zora, which we know must have progression.
Yeah, he's not gonna waste time with Hobo. He knows that's not even in logic. He's looking for whatever piece of logic is next. He'll open these chests, obviously, because he's here, but oh, the worst feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, getting a piece of heart that leads to a heart refill or the sank heart will take you out of water walk mode.
Yeah, first you just re-walk in. As long as you have the moon pearl.
So what progression will we get?
I think it's gonna be the hammer.
That's our other
All
Dark
right.
World
Yeah.
access.
That makes sense. The unfortunate thing about all this is it takes Kermit away from Eastern Palace. He is seriously going to last location in that mirror.
Well, while you were away, we found out that Swamp is a pendant, so it's theoretically possible we won't need that mirror, but it also depends on where the hammer and hookshot are, because that might be our logical access to the top of Death Mountain.
Nothing in King's Tomb.
Okay, now Tisho's gonna go to Zora. Oh, Meyer check, huh?
Okay.
Kermit doesn't have the mirror.
Yeah, this stinks. So it was a logical double dip of Eastern Palace. You got pendants at Meyer, Thieves Town, and Swamp with a 5/6 at Skull Woods.
Yeah, Tisho already did the Dark World map check when he went up Death Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Just more money in Meyer Shed.
Isn't that a kick in the pants that when you waste all that time farming up money that you do need, and then the game gives you a whole bunch of money afterwards?
Well, clearly the solution was break logic and go to Hobo.
Yeah. So Tisha's actually going to do the Meyer checks, but with that mirror can actually hop into desert, and we'll be able to fully clear desert and check checkerboard cave as well.
With the boots and the... Oh, he doesn't have the medallion, never mind. I was going to say, could he just do Meyer, and then I realized they haven't found any medallions yet.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, they've got a lot of hearts and red mail, but I guess with silver arrows, Meyer's not too bad. Never mind, I take that back.
Now, the interesting thing is that if you allow for the out-of-logic mirror, the 5/6 crystals are both going to be accessible pretty early, so we could even see Pyramid Fairy on Tisho's side.
Yeah, that's true.
And Tisha's also taken advantage of that mirror to go into Desert, which is full clearable with boots and a fire source.
Mm-hmm. There's one thing that we do know, and that's we won't find the lamp behind any mirror lock checks. That's the only true thing that we do know.
Yeah, so if you're really hoping for lamp and pendant swamp,
Exactly. Nice full magic refill there. right before the moth fight. Won't turn that down.
Yeah, especially when you're going in with Fighter Sword.
We also know that Aga is 100% dead now as well.
It could be the crazy hammer on Pyramid Fairy, no?
I guess that's the one. Yeah, maybe. I can never figure out the logic for that. But so if you get once you get the lamp, you get the mirror. The mirror gives you the flippers.
Right.
So that gets you to east. Yeah, I guess the only thing that I guess could be there is I don't know. I don't know how does the logic work for that.
Right. Well,
If
so
I guess
technically,
you can't swim with. Can you swim with the red bomb? You can't. Not without duping it, right?
I've never tried.
I think you have to
Yeah, I mean,
dupe it.
there's some crazy glitch, I think, where you can dupe it and get across the water and somehow get the bomb to the Pyramid Fairy without the hammer and without beating Aga 1.
Right, but that's not in logic. So I guess the only thing that would keep Aga alive logically would be the hammer and Pyramid Fairy. But that's just mean, Drosy. You're just being mean now.
Yeah. Well, I gotta cover all the bases, right? And Tisho having beaten Desert, and that's 3 crystals half an hour in, by the way. And Kermit's got 2 crystals half an hour in, which isn't too shabby either. But yeah, Tisho's looking for the last item here. And it's a bust.
Just $20. I haven't seen anything in Skull Woods yet.
No, I don't think I have. But Skullwoods has an awful lot of keys. Oh, didn't quite manage that bomb jump. Do we not have the big key? I thought we did.
We did, but that should be the second item. If Bottle was on Moth, as Sigma's saying, I think Kermit miscounted.
We could have the second item here in Pinball Room.
The second item was 20 rupees.
Oh.
The real question is, how far into Thieves Town do you want to go? With it being a pendant and possibly hammerlocked?
Oh, well, I guess the big chest did have an item.
Okay, so maybe I just saw things wrong.
Yeah, one of the big questions is just, where is that lamp to put us back in logic?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Bumper Ledge is just a big 20 there. So yeah, purely in logic, we have the Village of Outcast checks, we have at least some of Thieves Town, depending on the hammer location.
Yeah, got Hype Cave.
Right, Shovel Game. And I guess Smith's too, and Purple Chest.
True. Which will be so much easier for T-shows with that mirror.
Oh, and unlike Kermit, Tisho did not find a full magic container before getting to Moths, so he's out of magic and having to do this on fighter sword. Oh, there's the the hammer.
All right, so Aga officially dead now.
Yes.
It still asks the question: is how much of Thieves Town do you want to do?
Well, if I only find one item in the front, I'm definitely doing the back. 2, maybe 3, probably not.
Cape and half magic, nice safeties. We got red mail, half magic, and some
A second row of hearts.
Yeah. We're gonna see the hook shot soon. Oh wow, Kermit just leaving. I guess he's just gonna skip out on Dig Game and Stumpy for now and go right to Hype Cave.
Yeah, that's a bit surprising.
I mean,
he knows that last chest. The last chest in front has to be the big key, and he figures, well, I got 2 items. There are only 2 in the back.
Yeah.
So I think there was a qual race in the main tournament this year where there were 2 items in the front, and a lot of people noped out, and the flute was in the back.
What Type Cave gonna give us? More cash just to rub it in his face. There's our hook shot.
And powder.
So that's going to take Kermit right up to the mountain.
So
that's a good hype cave.
Yeah. No, that's the best hype cave I've seen in weeks. No, so the question is, what do we still need? We need the lamp for logic, but not for actual game completion.
Right. Yep.
We need
something for Turtle Rock. We need a medallion for Turtle Rock.
And the ice rod. And I think that's it.
So we are in a situation right now where the mirror hasn't unlocked anything for us yet.
Right. I mean,
we'll find out right. Yeah, we'll find out right now because T-Show's actually going to check Graveyard Legend if this is something.
I was going to say, it also makes it easier to get around the map.
Oh, for sure. The Cane of Burnout is a nice item, but not something that you need.
Yeah, thanks to the cape and the bottles and half magic, we already have logical access to Spike Cave.
So we're going to find out what medallion we need here soon. And of course, the ice rod could be anywhere.
Well, it'll be a bit before we find that out because Kermit doesn't have the mirror and he hasn't done Harry yet.
And that's where the flippers were, is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, the funny thing you missed was T-Show failed the bomb jump to the big chest and fell the 2 floors, and then discovered that the second item was in the compass chest, and he could have just opened that and not had to do the bomb jump.
That's kind of funny. All right, there's T-Show with the hammer. See if they want to do any more of Thieves Town. They might not. I mean, there's still 2 items in the bag. And of course, Kermit completely skipping the race game, Stumpy, and the Smith chain.
Yeah, and T-Show, when he does all that, will also get Cave 45.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Another opportunity to see if the mirror was required. Oh, I think we're going to see a Hammer Moldorm fight here.
Yeah, Hammer Moldorm is pretty easy. It's a lot easier than Fighter Sword Moldorm, that's for sure.
And both of our
Oh,
runners...
Tso skipped half magic.
Huh.
That was definitely a
That's...
mistake. It wasn't obviously on purpose, but...
He's going back for it. But yeah, both of our runners now have Pyramid Fairy access since they have the 5-6 crystals and the hammer.
So where is the lamp? That is the biggest question. Where is that lamp? With as many skips that Kermit makes, I'm not surprised to see him skipping Super Bunny Cave here. Or, excuse me, not Super Bunny Cave, but Spiral Cave. I mean, I wouldn't skip it, especially because you have boots and it makes it a pretty quick check, but...
And you don't have a medallion, so he's not buying himself anything by opening this portal.
Right.
But Ether is the medallion we absolutely need today.
Yeah, don't want to see Quake. All right, it's just $20 at the dig game, and quite a few digs. So Kermit saved out on that. See if Tso wants to do Smith Chain now. Nothing in Super Bunny, and going back for the Smith, so that makes sense. With the mirror and hammer and everything, can do all of these checks and do it really quickly.
Though he can't do Magic Bat because he hasn't been to Hype Cave yet.
Sure, but they've got the flute, and he's got the mirror, so coming back, it won't be a problem.
Wow, we're sure finding a lot of money now that we've done Zora.
Sure, yeah, totally. All right, there's our ice rod. No ice rod hunt today. There's bombos. Okay.
Wrong medallion.
Yeah,
That does absolutely zero for us. Oh, and he's going to finish off here with Spike Cave.
This is the kind of thing that I wonder about, right? Like, skip spiral, but do spike. I don't know. How do you decide which one's worth doing?
Yeah, I guess he figured because he has to save and quit anyway, since he doesn't have the mirror, he might as well do this, which he's going to have to save and quit out of.
All right, nothing there.
Tso hadn't done C-shaped house.
So where is Kermit off to now? Ice Palace, maybe? That seems like the next logical play.
Pod could also make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
But if he's getting potions, that sounds like ice to me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think I'd probably do Pod over Ice at this point. Because it's hard to go mode Pod, especially with as many items as it has. Whereas like you're hoping to skip most of Ice Palace.
And Pod has more items.
Yeah.
And you could even connect it to the Pyramid Fairy and Pyramid Ledge checks if you wanted to.
So Kermit getting bailed out by skipping both Stumpy and Dig Game. Nothing but garbage there.
Yeah, only question left with this routing is, will Gary have anything?
Yeah. So far that mirror hasn't unlocked anything. Oh, you know one thing that it has unlocked? Desert Palace. Kermit doesn't have access to Desert Palace right now.
Oh, that's true. No book. Hey, finally found our second sword.
Yeah, it's a nice place to find it as well, because it'll make that fight a little bit easier. Though we do have half magic and bombos, so. But never going to complain about finding a Master Sword in Ice Palace. Let's see what Tisha wants to do when they find their hook shot here. They head up to the mountain. It's hard to tell who's ahead right now.
Well, I feel like for Tisho, doing Pyramid Fairy and then Pod would be kind of a logical continuation here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have we seen what's on the pyramid?
Nope. We haven't been to East Dark World at all.
All right, so we're going to find out. There's 2 items here at Pyramid Fair. We got the pyramid ledge as well. Tisha tried to set up the bomb dupe, but not working today.
Well, not even the dupe. I think he was just doing where you can dash with the bomb if you take damage at the right time.
Yeah. Kermit getting a big key there. And gonna head back and do the right side. We've got Tisha was going so fast I couldn't see what it was.
I think that was the single arrow.
Okay.
Oh, and the fairy's just giving us fairies in our bottles today.
Catfish or pod? Looks like pod.
Yeah, so the big question is just, where is that ether medallion? Because once Tisho gets that, we know he'll just have to go up Death Mountain to get his go mode.
Mm-hmm. If you're rooting for Kermit, you're hoping it's Ice Palace. You don't want it to be mirror locked. Be crazy if the mirror is not required for the seed.
Yeah, if you're rooting for Kermit, you want the book to show up soon.
Yeah. And Kermit might be thinking, maybe I'll do pod after I find the mirror so I can, maybe check that item then. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen today.
Well, not Ice Palace. Pod is bow locked today, but we had silvers 9 minutes in, so that's not really an issue.
Yeah. All right, I think that was our second item here. Maybe.
Yeah, and another fetch quest.
Yeah, we still haven't seen what powder was. So there's still that. Half magic, red mail, 1,000,000 hearts. Shouldn't be a problem for Kermit here. This Cold Stare fight.
Yeah. And bombos just to make sure he has plenty of magic to use the fire rod.
Well, we did. Tisha just found Quake, the Quake medallion. So there's that now.
Uh-oh. So that gives us Mire access. Which raises the specter of Sahasrara having ether.
Did Kermit skip Ice Tea Room? I think, is there still one more item in Ice Palace?
I can only remember 2 items,
Huh.
and he certainly didn't go to Ice Tea Room.
Yeah, I think he left an item in Ice Tea Room. So Kermit leaving items all over the place.
And we have yet to know whether any of those left items are costly or not.
Yeah. I imagine Kermit's going to head over to Pod now, too. It's going to turn into Mushroom first, but then head over to Pod.
Ooh, Tisho's doing the hammer yump. Nice job. So the mushroom didn't get us anything. Oh, and looks like he's gonna do Magic Bat.
Okay, yeah, check off the fetch quests. We can check in the Sick Kid first.
Usual piggy bank robbery.
Yeah. There's a Sandcart in Pod.
Yeah, I didn't see what the other Dark Maze item was. Or did we not get it yet?
I'm not sure. Oh, we got Tempered Sword there from the bat. Not bad. Definitely take that. So there's 2 really big questions. 1, where's the lamp? And 2, where's the book? I mean, the book could be in GT for all we know.
In which case, Kermit absolutely has to get that mirror.
Yeah. So it looks like Kermit's probably going to do Pyramid Fairy here and go to Pod, similar to what Tso did. Or not. This looks like, I guess, checking out the Dig Game and Stumpy here. Or no.
Changing his mind?
Yeah. It's weird. If you're going to skip it. Going back seems a little silly. So far, nothing but Quake, I think, here in Pod. Now, depending on where Ether is, Tso might not get that Tempered Sword. There is one more sword out there, so that could be, in GT or something, but...
And at least they have silvers, so if he has to do Master Sword silvers, that's nowhere near as bad as Master Sword silverless.
Sure.
And yeah, that was definitely the single arrow on Pyramid Ledge.
Okay. It's definitely interesting watching the way Kermit routes because he makes very deliberate skips. Like he completely skipped Smith Chain, and not only just the Smith Chain, but the entire area around that. Didn't go for Ice Tea. Skipped Spiral Cave. So like all of these locations are fine to skip. The problem is, are we missing anything in any of them? And with Fire Rod, not having the lamp makes you have to navigate through most of Pod, but the hardest room is the turtle room. That Fire Rod makes that basically free.
And nice to give Helmasaur a single silver arrow to the forehead there.
Yeah, take that. All right, so yeah, looks like just Quake out of here. Tso still hasn't done Dark Death Mountain, or even, I don't even know if they've done Light Death Mountain, so I imagine that might be their next spot. Maybe Ice Palace.
Yeah, he didn't have the hammer or the hook shot when he went up and did Hera, so he hasn't done anything on East Death Mountain. I'm thinking Ice just because, yeah, he flutes to 8.
Yeah, it makes sense. You want to clear Crystal Dungeons. And shoot, Ice Tea Room still might have that medallion. You know, the problem with where the mirror location is, if it's required for Kermit, is he's made so many skips that you have to like retrace your steps to find where that mirror would be, and Eastern Palace might be one of his last checks.
Yeah, it's not something you really think about, and I've certainly seen runners who, you know, take that risk, wind up last locationing the Eastern Palace Big Key Chest. But regardless, and of course it'll depend on where the remaining items for Go Mode are, I mean, 4 crystals and 5 crystals and we're not even an hour in, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, the seed has been pretty generous. Kermit missing the hammer up there. And not having the mirror makes the hammering up make a little bit more sense than when Tso had it, but you know. Does he have it? He's got it.
There we go. The thing about that Ether Medallion, though, is now that we've found Quake, apart from Turtle Rock and Ganon's Tower, that Ether Medallion could be basically anywhere in the game.
Yeah. All right, so if you're just joining us, here's the sitch. We had boots at Link's house. That's always nice. We had silver arrows before 10 minutes. And I want to say the flute was pretty early as well. We had
the flute was in back of Escape.
Yeah. Okay, so we had a glove in Eastern, and we had a required glove at Zora, which our runners had to farm money for. As you can see, Tso has got the mirror, which was in the big key chest of Eastern, which we still don't logically have access to. We don't know where that lamp is. Kermit skipped that when they went to Eastern, and so that's the big difference between the two runners right now, is that possibly required swamp or mirror, because that is on the table. Something could be in Swamp Palace. I guess all we're really looking for Tso is the Ether Medallion to get into Turtle Rock. We know where the Ice Rod is.
And if you're noticing the sword difference, the Tempered Sword is on Magic Bat, which Kermit's checked and Tso hasn't.
So, the big questions, where's the lamp? Where's the book? And where is Ether? Because if Kermit can get into desert with the book, he won't need that mirror, potentially. Again, potentially. I feel like there's not a lot more places that we can find that lamp. I'm trying to think. Turtle Rock. Oh, I guess we still need ether. Where is the lamp? I mean, the lamp could be in Turtle Rock if we find ether, like, say, in the front of Mire or something.
The lamp could be anywhere in Mire except on Vitreous.
We still haven't seen Catfish. And we are going to see an iced tea play from T-Show now. So this is something that Kermit skipped.
And don't forget the back of Thieves Town. Neither runner went there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And just $50, man. Kermit making all the right skips.
Except for that Eastern Palace Big Key chest.
Except for the first one. So we're just wrapping up stuff we've already seen here. We are in the end of week 1. Tomorrow is the last day of week 1 of the league. So we're playing just regular open modes right now. Next week, starting Monday, we'll be moving on to Ambrosia, and then things start to get a little bit spicier after that. Is there a particular mode you're looking forward to, Jossie?
I'm really wondering about that spoiler co-op week, how that's going to turn out. I haven't really seen too many of those races yet.
I've run them, and it's probably the most stressed I've ever been running a seed. A nice cold stare fight from T-Show there.
Have you also tried piloting any of them?
Yeah, I was the pilot. I didn't even play it. I was the pilot.
You're stressed as the pilot, okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to route it out and figure out where all the keys are, and you don't want to double dip if you don't have to. And yeah, it's stressful. But after like about 45 minutes in, you finally able to relax a little bit. But and Chet's asking about Ambrosia. Ambrosia is just a standard mode with an assured sword. So just like a casual, normal seed where you have to rescue Zelda. You do get a sword, just like Energy. But the uncle tells you where the boots are, and every boss has an actual item. No dungeon items are on bosses. So Ambrosia is a little spicy. It should be fun. Kermit is making the play into Mire now, so this could be big.
As I pointed out to chat while you were away, the nice thing about Ambrosia is you couldn't get a situation like what we had in Eastern Palace because the runners would see 2 items and know, okay, the third one has to be on Armos.
Yep, totally. How long will the runners have to review spoilers? They won't have any time to review it. You get the spoilers on go. So you, one person is running it. You have one of your teammates looking at the spoiler, reading the spoiler as the race starts.
I guess the other week I'm particularly excited for is Mystery Week because with 64 races, we are going to get so many different kinds of seeds there.
For sure. That's going to be fun. All right, so we do have a God Mire here in Mire. Unfortunately, Kermit still looking for stuff, so not going to get that. T-Show picking up their Tempered Sword, so that's good.
Yeah, so where's T-Show gonna go now?
They still haven't done the mountain, so I expect them to go up there soon. There's a Butter Sword. All right, so there's only one more item here. Yeah, mystery is going to be a lot of fun. The League Mystery seeds are probably the friendliest of all of the mystery race sets, so should be fun.
Yeah, we made sure none of the truly crazy,
no insanity
modes were in there.
I don't think there's any like expert stuff in there, so should be good. The one I'm looking for is the last week is co-op all dungeons. That's my favorite mode to race.
That was fun when we had it last year. That was one of the modes we had in last year's league.
So there's one more item here in Mire, and it is the green pendant. So I imagine Kermit will kill Vitreous, and with Butter Sword and Silvers and all those safeties and stuff he has, it's not going to be a problem.
But yeah, if Kermit discovers Ether in the process, he still won't be in go mode because he either needs to go back for that mirror or he needs to find the book.
And where is the lamp? I'm like losing my mind here. It's catfish? It's got to be catfish, right?
We
Or
haven't found the
Thieves
second
Town?
item in Mire. It could be sitting in that vanilla big key chest in Mire. Kermit didn't want to do the cutscene, understandably.
Yeah, there's that.
Hey, we're gonna get our first look at Spiral Cave.
It could be Spiral Cave. I mean, I understand not wanting to walk through Spiral Cave because it's super slow, but with the boots, makes the check pretty quick. But Kermit's bailed out there, just a heart piece.
I feel like there always seem to be a fair number of vanilla heart pieces like that. Maybe just because there are so many of them.
Mm-hmm. And Tisha actually doesn't even know the Mire or the requirement for Turtle Rock, so doesn't know that they need Ether yet. We'll find that out soon.
Where was Bombos? I forget.
I think it was in. It's either here or in the Dark Death Mountain.
Okay. Well, here's our very fast Vitreous fight.
Yeah, silver arrows. It's funny how a boss can go from super scary to super easy.
So our
with
second
just
Mire
some
item
silvers.
is in the vanilla big key chest.
Is he? I don't think he goes back, right?
He didn't go back for the missing item in Ice or in Eastern.
Wow, he is going back.
Sure, of all the dungeons to go back. Oh yeah, there was Bombos right next to Ice Rod.
Yeah. So what do we got in the plate? We've got Thieves Town, we've got Catfish, we've got. Well, I guess we have access to Swamp Palace, not logical access, but access to Swamp Palace.
Well, in terms of where the lamp could be, we're basically down to Catfish in the back of Thieves Town, I think.
It could be here.
Oh,
It could be here in Mire.
Right where Kermit's going.
But Ether could be. It feels like Ether's probably in Swamp Palace at this point.
Could even be on Ped.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so where's Tisha going to go from here?
Just another piece of heart as our second Mire item, so...
Thieves Town. I'm calling Thieves Town.
Well, it's either that or Catfish for the lamp. I cannot think of any other location that isn't lamp locked that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, here's the thing: is Tisha doesn't really care about the lamp. They're just looking for Ether at this point. And Kermit doesn't know that he's looking for a lamp either.
I wonder if while Kermit's up here to turn in the green pendant, he'll go get the mirror. You know, it would be funny if the 2 items in the back of Thieves Town are the lamp and ether.
Yeah.
No, Kermit's not gonna get the mirror.
So Meyer's a complete bust. I mean, gave him Buttersword, but that's unnecessary.
Where the heck is Kermit going? Maybe this is the best way to catfish? I'm not sure if fluting to 4 or
Yeah,
fluting to 5 is...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, definitely not doing catfish.
Maybe Smith chain stuff, like gonna go back and start doing the things that he skipped.
If I were doing Smith Chain, I'd flute to 3. Oh, he never did Stumpy, right? So he
Yeah,
wants
so
to
you
do
gotta do
that.
Stumpy and dig game here.
I was just thinking with T-Show's Sprite, how many League players do we have who race as pugs?
Well, I know.
Because...
Well, yeah, I know 2 other ones for sure.
Yeah. I'm sure we're thinking of the same 2. But surprisingly popular Sprite. Hey, there's a bloomerang in the compass chest. Or was that
Yeah,
the
I mean,
map
something.
chest?
I couldn't tell you for sure. At this point, it seems like the mirror is going to be required because we're not seeing the book anywhere. I know this is killing Kermit. He hates doing the Smith chain, and it's going to kill him because there's nothing here as well.
At least he has the flute, so he's not completely killing time. But I'm hoping that after he drops off the smith, before he goes to grab the purple chest, he'll do those 2 chests in the back of Thieves.
Mm-hmm. Nothing so far in Swamp Palace. All right, so we're gonna have Argus coming up for T-Show, and Kermit's gonna, and we have Disappointment coming for Kermit here.
Yeah, he lost money on the smiths.
Yeah, it costs. People don't realize this, but it's cost actually 10 rupees to get that prize.
T-Show isn't even bothering with the silvers on Argus. He's just doing the standard 2 fire rods and a spin. Okay, is Kermit gonna show us the back of Thieves?
I imagine so.
Yes. So Kermit's gonna have... Go ahead.
This is silly. I'm just trying to think of what are we gonna find here? We're probably just gonna find the lamp, right?
And if we don't find it here, it must be on Catfish.
Yeah. All right, so to the left, T-Show goes. It does have the big chest. Not there.
Would be funny if the book's in the back of Thieves.
I mean, we're down to so few locations.
Yeah, what have we not seen between the two of them? I mean, left side swamp, back of thieves, catfish and
Catfish. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So. Oh, where? Oh my gosh.
Unless ether is on left side swamp, the mirror is officially not required. Or on pedestal.
Yeah. We're going to find out one way or another really soon.
Jeff's already requesting a vanilla ether tablet. Hey, both boomerangs in swamp.
All right, so nothing in swamp.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. And just like that, Kermit is in go mode. 115.50. No mirror. Kermit is in go mode. Unbelievable.
And Tisha's gonna be wasting time in Meyer, though he doesn't know it.
What a turn of events.
Funny how we had that whole discussion about do you do the back of pendant thieves?
So Lamp is at catfish, right?
It must be because everything else is lamp locked.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Well, actually, no. We got that book, so lamp could be on a tablet.
Yeah, that's true. That opens up a couple different locations. Oh, and Ravis from Teen Hime is actually pointing out with that Turtle Rock is actually in logic for the lamp.
Oh no. But that'll be truly amazing because, you know, in the time it takes T-Show to clear out Meyer, Kermit's gonna get his 6th crystal and beyond to Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
And so it's entirely possible that Kermit wins this match without finding the mirror.
Can you believe we found ether and the book before we found the lamp with this seed? Crazy. Someone asking how does the league work? It's teams of 3. We've got 2 conferences with 4 divisions in each conference. 8 teams per division. Top 3 teams make it to the playoffs, and each team plays 2 races, 1v1 races against an opponent each week for 7 weeks. So you'll play all of your division opponents, and that's how it works.
And these 2 teams are in the Skull Woods division of the Dark World Conference.
Yeah, a pretty tough division.
Yeah, it includes Team Sugoi, our champions from Season 1, in fact.
Yeah, who started off 2-0, so. I can't believe that Kermit is in the league now. After all that, we wondered and wondered, is the mirror going to be required? And it is not required.
Well, we could get yet another split this week. There have been a lot of teams that have been splitting their matches with each other.
All right, that's crystal number 6 for Kermit. Just going to flute up to the mountain and run as fast as he can through Turtle Rock.
Though that speed might depend on how quickly he finds the big key.
Well, he's going to go fast. Just see it. how fast is determined by key location for sure.
Sooner he finds the big key, the more of the dungeon he can potentially go mode. Every runner loves a key layout where you don't have to go to Laser Bridge if you don't need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see how friendly Turtle Rock plays today. You're hoping for all keys, including the big key in the front. So like a God Turtle Rock would be 2 small keys or 3 small keys and a big key in the first 4 chests.
And then you can just steal the key off the pokey and go, go, go.
That's right. Well, how is Kermit feeling, do you think, at this point? Do you think he feels behind? Do you think he feels ahead?
I don't know. I mean, all things considered, 120 into Turtle Rock is not bad. I would say it's really, does he think T-Show cleared out the back of Thieves is really what it comes down to.
Man, how fast would the seed be if he had just done Thieves Town all the way through when they were first there?
I mean, both of these runners would have long since been in go mode.
All right, so small key there. Not that surprising. It will be interesting to see how he routes GT though, because without a beer, routing GT is a little bit tougher. Like normally, let's say you do your normal strat is Dark Magician, right? Well, if you don't have the mirror, Dark Magician strat doesn't really work anymore.
Yeah, and you also, if you go to Hope Room first and find a key and want to check Compass Room, you're basically committed to going full right all the way to Armos Knights.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Who knew finding the mirror was actually the worst thing for runners? Because Tso actually finished Swamp Palace, which netted him nothing.
And he's gonna finish Meyer too, which is getting him a butter sword, and that's it.
Yeah. But I don't think he has much left, so we'll probably head to Thieves Town because he's been much more thorough in his checks. Like he's already done Smith Chain and already done Desert. So as long as after turning in this pendant here, if he heads directly into Thieves Town, I mean he's still behind by 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, he does have a bit better movement around GT, but I don't think it's enough to make up that much time. Not surprisingly, he's turning in that green pendant. Oh, and he's going to Dark World, which means he'll probably do Catfish after.
Yeah, gonna probably turn in the pendant and then route in Catfish. Makes sense.
Hey, he'll get a lamp.
Possibly.
If the lamp isn't... I mean, I guess the lamp could have been in Lava Chest.
Could have been Lava Chest, could have been in the big chest as well.
Or Mimic Cave.
Yeah.
Or the tablets.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that
we may
the
never
tablets
know
are now unlocked.
where the lamp is.
Oh, right. Chat pointing out that lamp can't be on Bombos because the mirror is lamp locked.
Or Mimic Cave either.
Oh, right. See, he's had the mirror for so long, I've forgotten
Yeah,
it's lamp
for
locked
sure.
already.
All right, so coming up on 7th crystal for Kermit, what do we like to do here after collecting 7 crystals?
Well, we have a
Awesome.
little game. Wait for us to start it, but there are 22 small chests slash torch in GT basement that could contain the big key, so you can guess an integer between 1 and 22 and get on our leaderboard.
So as soon as we start it, you'll see it in chat. Get your guesses between 1 and 22. And if you guess right, you'll be part of the leaderboard. Nice trainer X fight from Kermit there.
Yeah, leaderboard's gonna run all tournament here.
Get your guesses
What's your
in.
guess here?
I usually go 9. That worked for me for season 1 really well. It has not worked very well for season 2. You know what? I'm going to say number 1. Let's go number 1.
You expecting that to be the torch or one of the hope chests?
I think he's going to go hope chest left. That's my guess. Without the lamp, you don't want to leave those hope room chests there. And if you want, leaving compass room isn't the worst, I don't think. So I'm guessing hope room left is my guess for his route without the mirror here.
Hey, look at where T-Show's going.
Yeah, pick up their 2 items and be in go mode here in a second, but pretty far behind now at this point. All right, he's going left.
Oh my, you were right.
Yeah, I should have put my guess in it. I didn't even put it in there.
Well, let's see who did. Eagle Eye 3, there we go. And he was the only one, 31 points.
There's awesome. Good job. 31 points.
Guess we didn't need
funny?
Hope Room after all.
I said 1, but I also said hope room. I thought he was doing hope room first. That is too funny. All right, so this is going to be a pretty routine gauntlet climb here, or actually more than routine. We've got half magic, butter sword, red mail, 15 hearts, all the safeties you could want. This is Kermit's going to blow right through this GT here.
Yeah, not really even any reason to open the chests up top. So T-Show's gotten his book now. So T-Show's heading up Death Mountain now to get his 7th crystal out of Turtle Rock. But Kermit's already on Landmo and making very short work of them with those silver arrows.
Nice single 0 cycle there for Lambo too. There's one question that we'll never get the answer to, Dressy.
The lamp.
Where is that lamp? I mean, it's logically required to beat the seed. Obviously, runners don't need it to beat the seed. But where is it? Because it locks that mirror. It's so crazy.
So what did we determine? It's down to 2 locations in Turtle Rock or the Ether Tablet?
Okay, did we ever see Catfish?
Oh, maybe Tso never did go up to Catfish, did he?
Maybe. I can't remember.
Okay, yeah, but he did go up to Catfish. I thought he did after turning in the green pendant.
Okay, so
But then
yeah,
I
so
didn't-
it's on either the tablet on the mountain or where else?
Or one of the couple of checks before.
Oh, lava chest or big chest in Turtle Rock, yeah.
Yeah.
The vanilla big key chest.
Down goes Moldorm 2. So we're going to be on the Geometry Wars shortly.
Yeah, we'll see how Kermit does, and then a very fast Ganon fight.
Amazing, though, that, these runners had so many crystals before an hour, and if they had just gone to the back of Thieves Town when they were first in there, they would have been in go mode at that point. And we could have seen like an hour 15 seed.
Yeah.
Nice Aga fight. Probably a pretty fast Ganon fight with Butter and Silvers.
Yeah, 6 slashes for phase 1, 6 slashes for phase 2, 4 slashes in phase 4, and then 4 arrows to poke the pig with.
Ah, hot air balloon facts. That was a lot more than 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ganon. Stick him as many times as you can.
That reminds me, don't hug him when you have 4 hearts, even on red mail.
No. Yeah, no hugs for Ganon today.
Ooh, didn't quite get the triple.
Yeah.
Double plus torch
doubles,
glitch.
though.
And get your GGs in. Yeah, you don't see double plus torch glitch very often. Usually, if a runner goes for the double there, they do it at the expense of the torch glitch.
For sure. So GG's to Kermit in Team Hime as he finishes with an official SRL time of 132.47, putting his team on the board with those 3 points and evening up this match 1-1 as they go into the Ambrosia week. No mirror for Kermit. And he says, you know what? I don't need a mirror. Let's see if we can give him a chat with him for a little bit and can rib him about making all those skips and having them pay off and him being a complete luck sack. Oh, and speaking of the devil, there's Kermit.
Hey.
Kermit, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going? GG's.
GG.
Yeah, man. So, do you know where the mirror is?
Yeah, I heard. That's kind of interesting.
Oh,
But
man.
you got so lucky.
Really? I don't know. I didn't feel that lucky, honestly.
So I guess just tell us about your thoughts about the seed and how everything played out.
I mean, it played out well, obviously, but I didn't like it at all. I was baited by several items here. The bow and fire rod stuff. I thought Eastern had to have something. Then, yeah, obviously it didn't get me anything. And then I thought, okay, so I probably have to go to port as fast as possible. And then we only found Quake there, I think. So,
Yep.
yeah, I was super sure that Meyer had to have something, but that was a bust as well. So, I don't know. I was just running around, and well, obviously, Thieves Town. It happens. I'd always skip it, I think. And yeah, this time it didn't really matter because he also skipped it apparently. So I'm not mad about it. And yeah,
It's a
I don't
it's
know.
a tough call when you see two items in the front of Pendant Thieves, whether you want
Yeah.
to get the other two.
Honestly, if it's a pendant, I don't want to go to the back at all, even if I only find one item there in the front.
And yet you'll full clear Meyer.
Yeah, well, so Meyer is special because Meyer is locked by so many logically or so many things you need logically. So I value it way higher than Thieves Town, which you can get into when you just enter Dark World. So Meyer is way higher on my list. I tend to follow logic heavily, so that's always a high pick for me.
Oh no, Tso actually went to Hope Room, found keys, and he's going full right, so it's going to be a bit before he gets
no.
his big key.
So what were you thinking as far as routing GT? Without the mirror, do you normally do Dark Magician strats?
I'll do my strats, that's for sure.
Okay, so what's Kermit strats?
Stealth room on the left, and then like go back to the right, and then go back left again. Well, it's obviously bad without mirror, but
Was that still your plan then? Without the mirror, is you were gonna do Stalfos room, kill the Stalfos?
I don't
and go
know,
back?
honestly. I probably would have realized after Stelphos that I can't mirror back. So might have been bad. I don't know.
So when you make all,
would have done the same, but not.
Sure.
But then would have gone full right. I think after Stelphos, probably.
so the way you route is a little bit different than maybe most people would route. You may make a conscious decision to skip out on a lot of stuff. Dig game, Stumpy, Spiral Cave. When you're in a situation like that where you've made all those skips and you're looking for one item, say Ether, what are you thinking when having to go back to those locations? Like, I knew it killed you to do the Smith chain, right? Like, you were not happy about doing it, and then it was nothing at all anyways.
Yeah, that was bad. I don't know. I felt very behind in the seat, obviously, because all the things I went for didn't work out at all. So I was really afraid. The most afraid I was of Ice Palace, actually, the chest I skipped there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was still like thinking about the early fire rod, and I don't know. It was a really weird seed for me. It's not a seed I would normally win, but I guess I got lucky that he also skipped Thieves Town. And of course he got the mirror, which is bad in this seed.
Yeah, because he ended up clearing out Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
Like all of Swamp Palace. So, and that's a big time sink right there.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, we were waiting to see if the mirror was locking anything, and then it kept not locking anything. And once you found the book, we were like, okay, guess it's not required.
Oh yeah, I would have never gone back to Eastern. I don't know. That would probably be my last check overall. So yeah, that would have been a definite loss if it
But yeah,
was retired.
did you think about where the lamp could be? Because we were starting to realize how few places it could still be.
I honestly, I'm thinking about it, like maybe Spiral, maybe Ether Tablet. I don't know if is that even possible. Yeah,
Ether's a possibility. We saw Spiral on T-Show's side. It was just a piece of heart.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you weren't thinking about it
here anymore.
Yeah, you weren't thinking about lamp because it didn't unlock anything for you. We knew from pretty early on that it locked the mirror, so we kept an eye out for where the lamp was, and we never saw it, and we'll never see it, and it will just be an unsolved mystery forever. So Kermit, you get your team on the board. How you feeling about the league and going into week 2? I know Ambrosia is probably one of your favorite modes.
It is my favorite mode overall, yeah. So I'm really hyped about that. I do like the league, but it has some modes I'm pretty bad at, so it'll be interesting.
But I mean, that's the kind of the idea, right? You have 3 players, and some of them play other modes. Like last season, I wanted nothing to do with cross keys, and this season I'm playing cross keys.
Yeah, I'll try to win my special modes. Open, I won, which was planned, I guess, but yeah, I could have gone worse. So I'm happy that I got us a win now, and yeah, I hope we can get pretty far in this one. But,
yeah, you got a pretty tough division.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, that's kind of the deal when you have a bunch of German teams, right? You just have to.
I'm just counting on my teammates to pull me through this one.
Well, they counted on you this week, and you got the first win.
Woo!
And well, T-Show is on to Ganon now.
Yeah, it'll be another really quick Ganon fight. Nice Agatu there.
Oh yeah, what did you think of those 9-minute silvers?
I actually kind of wanted to show that I learned quick Armos, which probably would have failed in the seed because, like, I don't know if you guys saw it, but my execution was absolutely bonkers bad this seed. I don't know what happened. I think that I missed boots in the beginning, that really shook me up, and I already thought, oh my god, what a start. And then,
I mean, you missed it by like what, 2 minutes?
Yeah,
it wasn't that big of a deal. You saved and quit out of
still, I'm always nervous about races, and that doesn't feel great, especially because Ray lost the first race, and I kind of needed to win this one to not fall too far behind. So yeah, I was really nervous, and it showed pretty terribly.
I thought you played well.
No, I can play way better.
So are you telling me that Ravis is a trash player and you don't know why you teamed up with him and you got to carry him now? Is that what you're saying?
No. He's the one that will get us the victory in the end. For the whole league, obviously.
And GG's to T-Show there, by the way.
Yeah, get your GG's in chat. Put on a really good race, and unfortunately found the mirror in this seed, which ended up costing them a lot of time, unfortunately.
And he crosses with an official SRL time of 1:43.37, so more than a 10-minute difference thanks to what the mirror opened up.
Yeah.
jump in the chat with us. I'm just kidding about Ravis, by the way.
Oh, yep, here's T-Show, GG.
GG. Hello.
Well, who knew that finding the mirror was going to be your undoing? We thought that was going to be the opposite of what was actually going to happen. But tell us your thoughts about the seed and how everything played out.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the seed overall until the our team road switched by. I mean, the game one, Ravis got searching for Ether to go mode, and now I search Ether, the whole map for go mode. So I was damn, we're cursed. Our team are cursed with Ether. But overall, that's random. So GG's to Kermit, and
Yeah, GG, man.
we just gotta play a little better next time.
I wish you all the best. I hope you win every match from now on, except the finals against us.
Thanks. It's gonna be pretty hard.
Well, there can be only one division champ, so you're gonna have to duke it out in the playoffs.
Overall, though, you got to be kind of happy to get that at least one win out of the week and not go 0-2. Splitting with a team as good and as stacked as Hime has got to feel pretty good.
Yeah. Our team joined just to have some fun, so we're taking it easy. So every win we get, it's just a bonus.
Yeah, you got to take the big dogs down, show them what's up, and have fun doing it.
Yeah, sure.
So you enjoying the league so far? Are you guys looking forward to week 2? Do you have a plan for Ambrosia?
Not exactly. I'm looking for the the crazy weeks like cross keys and mystery seeds, just to see the whole
silliness
game going
Yeah.
upside down.
Oh
So,
god.
You're like the exact opposite of Kermit.
Yeah.
it's just because these silly things can be anybody's game. So
Sure. All right. Well, any last thoughts? I know you're going to be doing another interview with
yeah.
with the other champ.
No, just tell people that just go into the tournament and the league, just have fun. It's cool. The people are awesome. Thanks for putting up this league for us to have some fun.
Awesome. Well, we wish you good luck in the future weeks, and thanks for putting on the race for us today. It was a really entertaining one for us to watch. We would like to know someday where the mirror is, but
You mean the lamp?
The lamp is, but I guess it's going to remain an unsolved mystery. So. So thanks for hanging out, and feel free to
Okay, thank
do
you. Bye-bye.
your other interview. Yeah. Kermit, any last thoughts?
Thanks, Mirror. You really bailed me out this time. I saw Tso's execution was way better than mine. So, yeah. Let's hope I can crush someone in Ambrosia.
Who are you playing next week?
I think it's around Tankier. I
Okay,
don't
that-
actually
I
know
can't
which
pronounce their
he
team.
is.
I can't pronounce their team name.
Oh, it's
Ups,
the
da war
German
es
team.
auch nicht. That one?
Ups, da war's auch nicht.
There we go.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'll win that one. No doubt about it.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks for
This
everything,
is when we
guys.
start
Really
matching up
appreciate
the
it.
Germans.
Yeah, Kermit, that was a lot of fun. I was glad we were able to come your race and watch it. It was a lot of fun. Still can't believe how lucky you are. But
yeah, sometimes I can be lucky as well.
it works out.
Feels
So
good,
GG's to you, man.
GGs.
This is the last league race of the night, but we've got lots of league action coming up tomorrow as we end week 1. 8:40 tomorrow, 8:40 a.m. tomorrow. Top Life versus Ursula. Reheated Leftovers versus the Feline Paralysis at 10:10 a.m. on Speed Gaming 2. We've got Zentix versus Kinup, A Link to the West Coast versus Magic Lamp Oil. 2:10, we've got Magnificent versus Cool Pop Bell, the Cool Rush Gamers versus Old Swaggy Jackson on Speed Gaming 3. And that's the last game of week 1 as we move on to week 2 in Ambrosia for on Monday. So 3 big games. Don't want to miss out on those.
Yeah, I can't believe we're almost through this first week after, 61, soon to be 64 matches, the vast majority of which have been restreamed. So I'm sure many of you in chat have seen many of those matches this week.
Yeah, it's been awesome that we've been able to Speed Gaming has been able to restream as many as we have, and of course the league channels as well. So make sure you give a follow to Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6 so you don't miss any of the league action coming up. We've got 6 more weeks of this plus the playoffs. So you don't want to miss any of the action. We've got let's see, the league channels, the ALTTPR League and ALTTPR League 2 through 4. So follow those. Those pick up some matches here and there. Big shout outs to our tracker today, Sigma. Make sure you show love for Sigma in chat. Kept track because Drossi and I miss everything. And
of course, follow the runners who have a lot more races coming up over the next several weeks in this league. You're certainly going to want to see their future races.
For sure. Lots of races coming up. Fortunately for Kermit's team, Team Himi doesn't have to go up against Team Kappa. So he's lucky there, though the division is really, really tough. Can you guys take over Team Segoy, Team Awesome, Kermit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I'm waiting for that one. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and the team you're up against next week, the Oops team, I guess I'll just call them. They're the other team in your division to go 2-0 this week, so maybe you can hand them their first loss.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure I can.
Love the confidence.
Yeah. Right. I've got nothing else, only my confidence.
All right. Drossi, it's been fun. I'm glad we were able to finally do this, and it's been a good ride. Good first seed for us to do comms together with.
Yeah, no, this was a fun one. I'll be thinking about that lamp location for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna haunt my dreams tonight.
And of course, thank you all in chat for tuning in this late Saturday night seed.
Yep. If you're in North America or one of the North America states that participate in daylight savings, don't forget to set your clocks ahead. That's going to do it for us here on Speed Gaming. Come back tomorrow for the last 3 matches of the week. I've been Fear Agent.
And I'm Drossi1.
We'll see y'all next time.